Yeah, okay, so for some reason Spreaker had internet connectivity problems and now I have to go back and find all the fucking music I added.
Check. What?
Shut up, Mitch Silva. Um Yeah, so listen to us babble on air while we're looking for a song.
Oh God.
No, Megan! I don't give a shit if you're a fucking lumberjack lost in the woods with your pancakes.
This is what I'm narrating.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a new revelation too.
Oh my god, Spreaker, move faster! You can continue your story.
Oh my God.
I didn't know Dora the fucking Explorer was in your place.
I don't ever want to hear another Dora the Explorer reference ever again because I had to play that bitch in fucking Montreal.
It was so true.
We didn't get to share this story because we weren't on air.
Not yet.
We took Amtrak up to Montreal, and it was just a nice ride because like the Canadian scenery was super pretty outside of like one town.
Yeah, Stepford.
Alright, Stepford housing. So we get off at the train station. No big deal. We get out to it was Rene Levazique, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, we went out on Rue Rene Levazique, and we were trying to figure out exactly how to get to our hotel. We had like a vague idea, but we went to find one of the maps because like every big city has maps at some point. So we found one because it was right in the tourist district. Whole fucking thing is in French, and neither Megan nor Julie speak a lick of French.
We went to Stevens.
Yeah, you guys went to Stevens. So I had to literally be Dora the Explorer en français because I at least have a grip on it. So we got to our hotel, and that wasn't even the funny part. We ended up going. That was when we went to see Escape the Fate, and it was at Club Soda. The nicest bartender ever. Well, he was actually a waiter. Came up to our table and started talking to us in French. The girls looked like the guy was Jesus and he was propositioning them because he did not, like, deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Funniest thing. So I had to tell the guy, because all he was asking is if we wanted drinks, and we were like, they were just there, and I'm like, ugh, we don't speak French. And he was like, oh, no French? And I was like, no, they don't speak any French. So he was like, oh, okay, and he just started talking, and I was just like, see? I can't remember which one of them it was, but looked at me like, you're God. I have a slight the French language. It's like, it's not that hard.
It is when you went to Stevens.
Fuck that bitch. I wouldn't have taken French back from
Dude, okay, tell me, who was the French teacher when you were there?
some stuffy sea bag.
Because when I went, I literally had French classes. I was enrolled in those for my sophomore and my freshman year, but the sophomore one, I didn't have the same teacher. The first one was like literally a woman from France,
Yeah, no, it wasn't her.
and she was
Yeah, this other woman had short, dicey hair. Apparently, she must have been on sabbatical because she's a regular teacher.
Well, regardless, fail. Anyways, yeah,
My French teachers were assholes, but I still managed.
that trip was interesting because when we got to our hotel, and I right hand up to whoever the fuck is up there. Joe Pesci, who cares? But anyways, I swear to you people, our front desk clerk, flaming bag of homo.
It was funny, because it was in Megan's name. I was standing back with Julie, and I looked at her, and I was like, is it just me, or am I getting a Right Said Fred vibe?
Yes, that's exactly what he looked like.
It was the greatest thing ever, and he was, like, literally the gayest bald guy I've ever met.
And he was just prancing as he walked. He didn't walk, he pranced.
And it's so funny because, like, the guy that was standing outside, we were all like, who's this kind of shaky guy? He turned out to be the other guy there.
Yeah, the next morning, we let Julie sleep. We went downstairs, and there was this, like, adorable French kid who was at the front desk, and he was like, bonjour! And I'm like, dude, you are way too fucking happy to be awake right now.
Right?
So he started talking and asking if we wanted, like, breakfast specials and whatnot, and I looked at him and I was like, Anglais, s'il vous plaît, Anglais, and he was like, oh, okay, and he just started talking, and he asked us, and of course he kept lapsing into French, and I didn't care because I understood what he was saying, but Megan was kind of like, ah. And I was just like,
whatever.
He was asking, what we wanted for breakfast, and she's just, like, sitting there, like,
Keep in mind, this is after I walked all the way down to fucking
IGA.
Lost my earrings. A bunch of change on the floor. Couldn't read any of the fucking signs.
This is why Megan shouldn't go anywhere alone in Montreal.
Toted the groceries back. Well, I found my way back there and back, no problem.
Well, to be fair, it was all on Renee Levazik. If you got fucking lost, you're No, but it was a fun trip, and I really want to go back just because, like, that city is one of the prettiest places I've ever been.
Also, we found Stark Towers.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And also, Club Soda, for those of you who've never been there, hookers as far as the eye can see.
Really in the middle of Chinatown and it's the greatest place ever.
I swear to you guys, we were standing there, and there is a strip club next to a hotel, and I'm pretty sure there was another strip joint down there too.
Reason number one why I now hate Asians.
Oh my god.
We were it was raining.
Yeah.
We were outside of Club Soda waiting to go in, and I was standing with my back to the main street, and I was talking with Julie and with Megan, and, you know, just kind of, like, spacing out, because we only had, like, an hour wait, and, this fucking old and she had, like, money in her hand, and I don't understand how the fuck you could mistake me for a hooker. Because I was wearing jeans and a band t-shirt with a hoodie. That is not hooker material where I come from. Yeah, and I was picked out of everybody else standing in that fucking line, and there were some, like, uber fucking skanks en français up front.
There was literally a stripper.
I was the fucking victim.
There was literally a stripper outside of the strip club waiting to go in for her job. She was just standing there smoking a cigarette, and you could tell she was one because of the heels she wore.
Yeah. I think it was Cafe Cleopatra.
Yep.
But, yeah, this fucking lady grabbed, like, my arms and was kissing on my shoulder and shit, and she, like, smiled at me, and I kind of looked at her like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? So Megan, like, grabbed me, and she was like, yeah, we're gonna put you over here. And I'm just like, what the hell was that?
And she had PTSD, like, the rest of the time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We passed Chinatown on our way back to the, where was it? The terminal the next morning, and I, like, almost started crying. Like, why are you people so scary?
But, you know, what was actually kind of shocking was that, when we got there, after we left for, you know, the show itself, there wasn't a lot of people standing outside.
We had a Denver moment.
Yeah, it was just so great.
There's no one here.
Yeah, it was really sad. Like, that show was pretty,
More Color Morale.
no. The
Escape.
Escape the Fate one. Oh, but yeah, before we, I am gonna touch base on the Color Morale show. We have a friend, his name is Denver,
Uh-huh.
and every time we go to to any show, apparently he has this thing where if there's not a ton of people inside at the beginning, he's like, man, this show's gonna suck, there's not gonna be enough people. So, to be fair, Denver is like the cutest thing since anything,
He gives us free time.
and him and his girlfriend are the nicest fucking people.
Uh-huh.
But we ended up going to a show. It was the Color Morale, close to home, and 2 local bands. Which one of the local bands, I'm pretty sure that Austin Carlisle's redneck cousin Billy Bob was the front band. Oh my fucking god! They were called Filthy Minutes of Fame. This dude walks on stage. You heard that right. Filthy Minutes of Fame.
Oh, God.
On stage with a fucking cowboy hat on, tight jeans and a cut-off shirt. And I'm looking at this like, who the fuck let Kenny Chesney in here?
Wearing
And their bassist was awesome. He was wearing fucking camo footy pajamas and he had a fretless face.
Oh, my God.
Tore it up. He was like badass. But the front man really took it away. He started singing. And I'm like, dude, is he fucking screaming from his throat? And I was like, no, this dude is like Billy Bob Carlisle. What the fuck is wrong with this picture? Well, the second band, I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but they were pretty good in their local. And then Megan and I, like, for the first 2 bands, her and I were over on the side because we, like, didn't give a shit. Literally, inside of Higher Ground in South Burlington, there was, like, 75 people. That's it.
Wow.
So, and this show had what we call, the hardcore kids. And these kids were fucking hardcore dancing and windmilling to everything.
They forgot to take the Ritalin.
I cannot count. I got pegged in the back of the head, standing up front with, it was me, Megan, Ryan, Denver, his girlfriend Kayla, and Nathan. And somehow they managed to hit over Megan and pegged me in the back of the head. And I was fucking pissed, but Denver ended up getting his lip busted.
Ouch.
So, yeah, the kid got kicked out, but Close to Home was awesome, and the Color Morale was fucking insane. Ryan might as well have gotten on stage with them. It's Garrett, right? Yeah, Garrett, which is their lead singer for the Color Morale, had a fucking bromance with Ryan. Every fucking time he went to hand the mic to someone, it was Ryan.
He literally had his hand on the back
He had-
of Ryan's
yeah.
head, the other hand with the mic in his face, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have Ryan suck his cock.
But it was interesting because Ryan's just like going for it, and I'm like all excited because like this is cool. Ryan's like loving it because he's been a fan of Color Morale forever, and we found out that they were coming like 2 weeks before they came.
Going.
And it was so short notice, but I've literally never been to a show that small. We went from Warped Tour to 75 people.
The only thing that is worse than 75 people, and Megan can vouch for this because I took her to her first Throne show. There's like not even 20 people there.
Jesus.
But to be fair, Drifters was a really, really small venue.
Ah, fair enough.
Dear Attractive, go back to making girl music.
Oh, they're still working on. I don't know if Marlena told you when I woke up one morning and Maya had a text message for me, and I was like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, maybe he had a sister or something, and nope.
Yeah, no. He needs to. I love Derek, but he's got a cute